She kept a notebook filled with questions she never asked out loud. Mara carried it everywhere, corners bent, pages worn soft by restless hands. Every entry began the same way. Why does everything feel slightly unreal? She wasn't unhappy, not exactly. She just felt misplaced, like a bookmark in the wrong chapter. As a child, she believed confusion was temporary. Adults seemed certain about everything: where to go, who to love, what to become. So she practiced certainty. She answered quickly, smiled on cue. But inside, her thoughts echoed. At university, the confusion only deepened. People around her built identities like towers, careers, beliefs, futures. Mara spoke in ellipses. She changed majors, loved without understanding how, lived days that felt slightly borrowed. At night she wrote, "How do people know who they are? Is everyone pretending? If I disappeared, how long until the world rearranged itself?" Then one winter evening, lost in an unfamiliar part of the city, she stepped into a second-hand bookstore to escape the cold. Inside, an old woman knitted quietly. "Looking for anything?" she asked. "I don't know," Mara replied. The woman smiled, as if that answer was enough. Among the shelves, Mara found a thin book with a small mirror on its cover. Inside, empty pages, except one line: "Write what you know about your life." Weeks later, she finally wrote, "I am always confused." The next morning, new words appeared beneath hers. About what? And so began a conversation. She wrote questions. The book answered, not with solutions, but deeper questions. Who told you you're supposed to be anyone? Why do you think certainty equals happiness? If confusion is constant, maybe it's not an error. Slowly, Mara began to wonder, what if confusion wasn't her flaw, but her way of seeing more than others dared to look? Mara began to live differently, not with sudden clarity, but with quiet permission to not know. She admitted when she was unsure, took trains to unfamiliar towns, walked streets without destinations. She realized she felt most alive where no one expected her to be a finished person, because there, she could simply be unfolding. She fell in love, awkwardly, honestly, with someone who didn't demand certainty from her. "You're quiet," Lila once said. "I'm trying to understand what everyone actually means," Mara admitted. "Let me know when you figure it out," Lila laughed. For the first time, Mara felt allowed to be confused out loud. Years passed. Her confusion didn't disappear. It softened. One day, she opened the mirror book and found every page blank. Panic rose in her chest. Only one line remained. "You don't need me anymore." She wrote quickly, "I'm still confused." The reply came slowly. "You always will be." Then why leave? Because you stopped fearing the confusion. You started listening to it. That night she dreamed of the bookstore again. The old woman held a long scarf woven from tangled, mismatched threads. "Your life," she said, "still in progress." Mara woke with quiet understanding. The book had never given her answers. It had taught her how to live inside the questions. Years later, she guided others who felt lost. "I don't know what I'm doing with my life," one confessed. Mara smiled gently. "Good," she said. "It means your life is still bigger than your definitions for it." She kept both notebooks, one filled with frantic questions, the other mostly blank. One final line she wrote for herself: "I am still confused about my life and the world, but now it feels like standing at the edge of an ocean, not floating lost at sea." And with that, she stepped forward, not certain, but curious, not finished, but alive, still exploring the horizon called understanding.